Greetings, salutations, and welcome back to Star Traders. So where we left off, we had just finished upgrading the weaponry on our ship, and we're going to go back up to the court, and I think we're going to go ahead and talk to Valencia and see if... Oh, we can't carry cargo. Yeah, it's a trade war. And see what she would have us do about this whole court case thing. And we'll just make some money on the way. We do have a Farkas today. Always good to have a furry fluff ball. Alright. Refuel. The tour with the Bockstrom did not turn out as planned. It's nothing new, Captain. This entire affair has been sinking in the bio-waste pit from the beginning. We had hoped our tour with the Arbiter might fish it out. No such luck. I only wish I had smelled the stink earlier. What were you doing aboard the Highwind? For years, our family had been trying to reach an agreement with Aten Shar over a technology exchange. Our Zenran scientists had developed a prototype of a high-efficiency hyperwarp engine. The meeting at the Highwind would have given the Fane family the first looks at what exact research they had to trade. Did you bomb the Highwind military installation? I am glad we can be frank with each other. I give my word that I am not responsible for the bombing. However, I could believe that a trader aboard my ship, the Medusa, snuck multiple explosives onto the orbital station. If that ends up being the case, I had no knowledge of it at the time. And yet, I may suffer retribution for it. You suspect a traitor among your crew? It's far past suspicion at this point. I have reason to believe there is another hand pulling the strings in this mess. Speak clearly, Valencia. After the bombing, my crew started jumping ship at every turn. This was not a surprise. They all knew returning with me would mean prison bars and tough questions. Prison bars? Every crew member who stuck with me has been detained and interrogated since my return. My father's intelligence corps is looking for a culprit. By all accounts, someone aboard your ship is responsible for the bombing, so they are all suspects. Except that the guilty crew would have jumped ship long before our return. Callaghan has people looking for them, but his hands are tied. He has to play by the rules, or else risk the case going up in flames. We couldn't track down that many people, even if we tried. Well, I'm thinking of one man of particular interest. His name is Calbre de Moor. Why him? I've known for some time that he is a Hunna agent. The independent revolutionaries? The one and only. Some would flat out call them terrorists. Why did you tolerate Calbre if you thought he was a Hunna? I only had suspicions at first. Then, once I was sure, I wanted to keep my enemy close. It was better to know the Hunna in my mix than to distrust everyone. But I did not know his intentions or what they had planned. Tell us everything. We will find your man. I have two leads to finding Calbe, one better than the other. First, I know the world where he split from my crew. You might be able to pick up his trail there in the Spice Hall. Also, he used to work for a smuggler I know, Amat Zir. She might be able to point you in the right direction. I know the Hunna were behind the bombing. If we had proof of that, perhaps my name could be cleared. Getting Calbe into your custody would be the first step. I will pay you handsomely to help prove my innocence. That's military rank. Missions. 270. It's a lot of jumps. But we need something to do with our time. Point me in the right direction. These are not going the same way? No. Alright, let's do this. What's our time frame on this mission? 2 years? Let's focus the mission down rather than doing some patrols. Maybe we'll do a couple, but only worlds that are on our way. And we need to avoid those additional cost and time. Military patrol. Sure, we don't have anything illegal on board. But, like, if we could hit the raiding pirate, that would be great. And just eyeing up our strength. We appear to be relatively capable of defending ourselves. Lost 1 rep with Reichardt. We have 4 rep with them. Let's defeat the pirate. We're going to advance to range 4, and then we're going to set up a firing line there and rip their ship apart. What'd they hit us with? Targeting lock? Oh, don't advance on me. Alright, we're going to need to pull back from that. Then let's set up a bombard on them. Decrease their accuracy. They apparently didn't want to... Why would you want to... Never mind. Run a quick repair of anything that broke when we got hit by the missiles. Hit them with a system blackout. Crew damage, which is what... Crew and component damage is what we're looking for. Because reminder, that's what the Interceder is really good at doing, is wrecking the internal components and crew of the ship. The 76 damage, where it appears to be doing not a whole lot of damage, it's getting a couple hundred damage spread out among the crew. We are not intending to blow their ship up. We do want to capture them intact. Like, we're going to go ahead and advance, and then we'll start some boarding. And we'll use the Interceder just for some bombardment on the way in. We'll get one more shot. But we shouldn't be able to blow them up. 50 to 80 damage. Then, of course, it has the 275 radiation, but that's internal. It doesn't affect their hull strength. I don't think they can shoot at us here. Nope, they still have a Lance live. I'll go ahead and just pop an evasion. I don't want to get hit by that. Alright, boarding crew go. Apparently they still have 2 of their fighting crew live. Somewhat surprising. Drop a couple. Put their rifle up here in the front slot. Nobody's at 6. You rolled really terribly on your initiative, because you're supposed to be doing that real early to get them up front. Well done, crew. Sabotage and a panic. And we'll just repeat this a couple times. We should start running into wounded crew. Yeah, there we go. Look at these guys. The one in the back's also relatively wounded. We might have to see where we can move Cat Cam to, because I realize Cat Cam is blocking the military side of this. Debuff that one. Get a kill. That should be low enough for a morale break there. Oh, won't matter. Just a nice, simple clear. And we blew up their lance array. So now we won't be being shot at anymore. Still no captain. We're throwing their crew to the meat grinder. Because at this point, we're not dealing with a military crew. We're dealing with their civilian crew. Electronic techs. I mean, an officer. But primarily, we're looking at the electronic techs. I mean... now we're going to have to blow up their medical bay. There we go. Not enough surviving crew to man their battle stations. So now what we're looking is, do they have... Like, this is all their crew that was left. They don't have any special crew that we need to conscript. They're pirates, so we can refuel without any penalty. Cargo we can take without penalty. It is worth noting that they're under a trade ban, though. So we can't sell that. Lost 3 rep with Reichardt. We're down to 1. But we gained 2 rep with Devaltos, which brought us out of the negative. And then we're just going to leave. Oh, there's a banner. These ones will end up losing our cargo. Alright. Let's get out of here. We'll stash it on this orbital world. On the wilderness section here. So that we don't take the rep bonus. Because if we lose a certain amount of rep, then we end up losing our trade bonus. Or, sorry, our trade permit. And it cost us like 30k to get it back. I'd like to get that. No, never mind. Yeah, alright. Carry on. We have a mission. We've fooled around enough. A good test of our combat upgrades to our ship. I'd say everything worked as intended. We avoided the majority of the damage. Is Thuln under a blockade? They are. As is Malukame, the 2 people in this system. We'll stop at this orbital, maybe do a patrol, maybe refuel. If fuel's expensive, we'll go over to the farming world. Ooh, let's get it up to a 50% chance of hitting the banner. Beautiful. From -6 to +5. C-. We need to stop for medical services anyway. I might just take us over to the farming world. Merchant, we're going to 11. Quartermaster, we're going to 15. This is one that's hard for me, though. I think we're going to grab Welcoming Conscription. Should we need to conscript. Now that'll avoid some of the negative aspects, because typically the person you're conscripting, and it may come as a surprise, they don't actually like it. Well, I thought we had enough range to get here. We were just short. They've got a banner. Oh, beautiful. +11 rep. Look at us being all friendly. B-, yeah, we saved on fuel. It was worth coming here. Radiation sickness, yeah. Alright, what are we in here? Oh, we're going to this Lux world? Pops don't sell anything. Port of Souls. Alright, well, let's just go on our way. Neutral prop world there. Another Templar. This is just a population sector. Refinery over there. pop world up here. Hey, keep going. Zenrin Pirate. Just looking at the stats. Alright, crew wages paid. Chasing suspicion. And leveling up because we can. We have 2 with that. Perfect approach doesn't really help us. I think we'll grab a 3rd read charts. Alright. Record Sleuth, we've got saving talent. Also, Cat Cam is kind of hiding it, but we've got like 70 dice. Some good detective work has paid off. Everyone leaves traces. You just need to know how to find them. Kolb didn't stay long. He got off world as fast as he could. Like he was running from something. Well, in fact he is. He's running from us. Scrupulous trait increased our mission payment by 5%. Lost 8 rep with the Hunna. Oh, shame. Alright, let's set a waypoint. Oh, still here. Didn't take much asking around to find the boarding house. Also, we got a stiff warning about the place. It's known as a den of Hunna operatives. Another example of local authorities looking the other way. Probably because they're trailing everyone who comes to or goes from the place. Best to keep your enemies close, as they say. And I was going to say Val saw how that worked out. Let's not repeat her mistake. This isn't the kind of place where we can ask around or knock some heads. Our only option is going to be a swift strike. Let's do it. Alright, let's start blasting. I'm going to blast here. I don't want to move that one forward. I want to make him have a talent, which they had. Some light wounds, so far nothing terrible. Go ahead and spread out. Now everyone's got an accuracy debuff on them. And you've got 2. Take out the shot. Oh, apparently failed to take out the shotgun. At least we've got decent armor. Sniper shot. Kill him. Alright, should be relatively clear. Easy clear here, because we've got all the initiative on them. Alright, a little bit of wounds, nothing too serious. Our level 5 armor held up. Search the place thoroughly and be quick about it. Local security will be here shortly. I've got something, Captain. There is a stash of small data cubes and record scrolls here. Grab everything. We'll analyze it when we get back on the ship. Hurry now. Faction defense forces will confiscate all of this if we give them a chance. The Hunna are surprisingly well equipped. However, their security is a bit lax. It did not take us long to decipher Kolb's travel manifest from the latest data cube. They shipped him out as quickly as he had arrived, bound for a stretch of uninhabited wilderness. He is an outlaw on the land, hiding from the law and his past. Extra 5%. I like picking up that just extra 5%. A little bit here, a little bit there. Caligan, we're getting a lot of rep with him personally. And then decent Zenrin rep. Alright, well, we've got money again. Now that we're at 119k. I never priced out how much it would cost to get a better engine. Only 35k to get a better engine. We get +1 electronics and +2 navigation. Just extra dice. Make it harder for us to get hit. Also, it's cheaper to jump. 18 instead of 22. Stick that on there. Sorry, that is the hyperwarp drive, not the engine. Engine would be an expensive replace. But apparently we could do it. we'd want a high-speed engine rather than a, let's unselect that. Because speed is what's used at distance. High electronics would also be good. Looks like they're all 6 electronics. This one's got the highest piloting. Decreases in speed, though. This one's got the increase in speed. Burns 1 fuel per distance versus 2 fuel per distance. 13 per combat versus 14 per combat. Loses a little bit of the agility, but the speed bonus is what we're looking for. Pay 87k and go back to being poor. But now we've got better engines. And we'll save on fuel. Cannot afford wages. Ugh. Well, let's just go get to the next step. And we'll pay our crew after that. Oh, good. I should be able to... Yeah, you're going to give me 500. There we got 1,500. Now we've got money to pay the crew. Stop at that, Pop World! Malukame and Tholen are no longer in a trade war, or trade ban. We've got a blockade up. Pay wages so that nobody gets dessert happy. Dessert happy? Gets pissed and wants to leave the ship. Ooh. A neutral spy. Their attack outclasses our defense. Yeah, we'll just leave. When I see a neutral, all I really see is a bag of floating credits. Heading to a Malukame refinery world. Stop at the farming world and run a little bit of cargo. Alt Mesa and Zenrin are now allied. Whoops. I just spent all our money on fuel. Any loose credits floating around? Yes, there are. A little bit of intel. That'll be good if we can find someone to buy it. Come on. Okay, good. There's your wages, crew. Alright, we're going to a refinery world. Let's load up on edible plants. I think we'll do a couple cargo runs back and forth just to get some money. Ooh. Explorers typically have a lot of good cargo. We're going to see what we can get from these guys. There we go. I was going to say, they held on for a long time. It looks like we finally had knocked a couple of the morale low enough that they just gave up. Oh, look at this. Sweet, beautiful advanced electronics. And this is a max of 90, whereas ours is a max of 72. We're just gonna dump all 2,000 of our cargo and load up on all the sweet goodness that is theirs. They don't feel like being... I mean, we took their stuff, but we're not going to blow them up. And we don't have a trade permit to sell these here. It's a little bit of a problem. We'll stash these. All right, what would we bring to a farming world? Crystals. We're gonna do a little back and forth real quick, just as we try to make some money. Actually, we might do the back and forth here. We're kind of in some financial straits since we decided to upgrade our engines. Something like the crew keeps wanting paid. It makes it a little hard to keep up. Be easier to stash money if they didn't keep demanding, well, money. I'll grab treat wounded. I want this at a refinery. And this is just a quicker jump. I'll have to see what world we have up there partnered with the Tradeway. Maybe we'll go there next. A mining world. Mining goes to refinery. Oh, I forgot to see. Javat, you're fine to trade with? Yes. Ah, and we even got 4 rep due to trading with them. Selling enough money. Selling enough valuable gear. Alright, and from here we're going to a farming world, but we've already brought carbonite crystals, so... Pesticides? Ooh, orbital high tech. We can take this all the way over to the Tradeway. Actually, we're going to take some clothing over to the refinery first. Load up with some hydrocarbon crude as well. Spent 1,700, but got more than that in profit. This is our scout, right? They're using a Goliath snubber. So you're our backup. I think we'll give you the covering fire. Alright, back to buying cargo. We're going to the Tradeway next. This is a nice little area to make some money. These go to the mining world. I think medicine does as well. And primarily, you're going to be selling stuff that goes to the refinery. 72 max. Alright, I think that'll be enough for now. That covers all the main high-value trade goods. Let's go ahead and we're gonna go to mission success, and then we're going to probably call it for today's video. And what did we find? Bunch more medicine. Not bad. Oh, please not. Yeah, not that one. Struck out. I'm going to save this because I know there are Xenos that could appear here. Raw spice. Yeah, that's what we were saving it for. Well, here's hoping. Okay, good. Oh, hey, and we even got a success. They are willing to fight to the last. Alright, we're going into battle. Yep. Crew, you know your spots. Start with a rifleer up front. Might as well drop the one at full health. Push you back further. I guess it won't really matter because we're blowing this guy away next. Finish her off. Don't miss this time. Thank you. Alright. Defeated his guardians. Rot in the pit. He's been shot, and badly, Captain. He must have taken a hex shell round in the ambush. He's bleeding out. Or he's been bleeding out back there the entire time. He will not live. Kalb, can you hear me? May the void spit on your soul, Captain. Did you plant the bomb on the Highwind? Why would I do that? Your princess is trying to frame the Hunna for a crime we didn't commit. And now this. You bloody shot me. If it wasn't you, then who was it? I guess I'd rather bleed out than rot in one of your prison worlds. Man! Sorry. Damn it, man! Answer the question. It was an inside job. Those are the last words I wanted to hear. We knew Val would come gunning for us to try to frame the Hunna. We've been her scapegoat before. Badu Jack, the big boss. He won't. Badu will stop you. You're trying to pin this on our people. Your greed and your power. He's slipping away, Captain. Who was it, Kalb? I don't know. Rot in the pit. He's dead. Toss the place. Let's see what we can learn. We need to find something on this Badu Jack. He sounds like a leader among the Hunna. This won't be easy intel to bring back to Valencia, but it's all we have. Val probably knows this Badu Jack, or she might have her own suspicions about a traitor in the palace. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead. We will call it there. Oh, it was a good run. I think I'll mess with the cat cam and cam positionings. See if I can find a better setup than what we currently have. But otherwise, guys, to all of you, best of vibes. Have yourselves a great night. Take care.